Welcome back to the channel, everyone. As always, I am your host, Broader Perspective. And in today's video, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to show this TikTok content creator by the name of Spiritual Whistleblower. And I just wanted to let y'all know in advance that she pulls no punches, so to speak, how she has no filter on top of that, how she keeps it 100% raw. On top of that, for some of you who may have never heard about her, I'll be glad to attach her link to her TikTok channel right down below in the description column. And I also wanted to let you know how, for some of you who may wonder what kind of content she talks about, what kind of topics is usually pertaining to relationship issues, from relationship issues, mainly toxic relationships, to family issues, including toxic family dynamics and relationships. She covers those things for the most part. And I just wanted, for some of you who may have never heard about this lady or heard of her at all, her content fire. Her content off the chain. I ain't gonna lie, after listening to multiple videos of her on TikTok, because that was how I heard about her from the very jump. Anyways, and I also wanted to, before I go into detail about this here video, before I show it, that is, it's pertaining to how some men go out of their ways to not only con women into relationships, but how they put women through all kinds of abuse just to trap those women in relationships with them. As a matter of fact, listen to this here.
Legally, you can get away with this scam. I'm about to tell y'all right now. It's a man trapping a woman into submission. And how does a man trap a woman into submission? He either gets her pregnant, he either marries her, or he can move in with her and attach his name to hers legally through bills, whether that's the apartment lease, starting a business together, putting a car in her name. Both their names are on the car lease. He intertwines and meshes himself with her through bills, okay? And especially if he moves in with her, if he does not move out by a certain period, by law, she cannot evict him or kick him out onto the streets, even though they're not married, even though they don't have children.
So this couple...
My bad, y'all. Let me restart it. Let me stop sharing my screen, then restart. Once again, my apologies. Where is it?
The biggest scam, not only is it the biggest scam, it is also legal. Legally, you can get away with this scam. I'm about to tell y'all right now. It's a man trapping a woman into submission. And how does a man trap a woman into submission? He either gets her pregnant, he either marries her, or he can move in with her and attach his name to hers legally through bills, whether that's the apartment lease, starting a business together, putting a car in her name. Both their names are on the car lease. He intertwines and meshes himself with her through bills, okay? And especially if he moves in with her, if he does not move out by a certain period, by law, she cannot evict him or kick him out onto the streets, even though they're not married, even though they don't have children together. He has successfully enmeshed himself locked himself down to her through bills, legal obligations that tie him to her. So hear me out. If a man can tie himself to a woman legally and lock himself to her, connect himself to her legally, indefinitely, he can scam her and use her up. How does he scam her and use her up? He drains her of her resources. He gets close to family members, his in-laws, and she doesn't know it yet, but every last one of her in-laws that are secretly envious of her and jealous of her, he will connect with those in-laws and secretly turn them against her. So she feels outnumbered when they fucking break up. He can also get close to her business connections. Okay? If she is surrounded by successful business people that she does business with, he can build connections with them and build himself up off the back of her hard work and her connections. He can get close to her girlfriends and try to sleep with them. If he's a PEDO and she has children, he will touch and sleep with her children. He only got in a relationship and got close with her and trapped her to get close to her children, to have access to her children, because he's a pervert. He can get access to her credit cards. You understand? Drain her bank account. He can get access to her car, use her car to take side chicks out on dates while she's working during the day. He's using her up. If they're married, she's running the household and keeping things stable while he lives a double life. He's in the streets sleeping with men. He don't even want a woman. He's sleeping with men behind his wife's back. And he's confident that she's trapped and locked down, taking care of the house and everything. He can't stand her. He doesn't like her, but he married her to use her and scam her so that he could live comfortably in the fucking streets, living a double life. So understand that the greatest scam in the world, which is also a legal scam, is when a man can trap a woman and coercively put her in a position of submission where he can drain her of her resources, her energy, her finances, her friendships, her family, her children. He's scamming the fuck out of her. But, ladies, how do we get to that point? He has to love bomb you first. Love bombing is very fast. It's him telling you he loves you. It's him giving you many dates, whining and dining you at a fast pace, sweeping you off your feet, shitting on his exes, sitting up talking about his exes like a dog, his ex-wife, his ex-baby mama, shitting on other women to make you feel good so that he strokes your ego. He's telling you what you want to hear. The dates, sleeping with you, he will drain your body. Y'all will be doing it 4 times a day. You think it's love, but he's draining you and he's training you like a dog and grooming you. He's got to love bomb you first to get you to drop your defenses so that he can program you to be his permanent servant. He's either going to get you through marriage, he's either going to trap you with a baby, or he's going to try to slide and he'll put a ring on your finger and make you a permanent fiance. Some of y'all will accept the fucking ring and allow a nigga to move in with you, and he got you. Once his name goes on your apartment lease, your car lease, your bills, your cell phone plan, you won't be able to get rid of him. You got to go through a whole legal process to evict that nigga, which could take years. So understand, these men use women as a legal come up. They have to trap us first to lock us down coercively into a position of submission where he can drain you of your finances, your resources. He don't even fucking like you. These men is out here sleeping with men, but they use us for money and resources and energy to build themselves up, to live the lifestyle that they really want. Smarten up, ladies. We are the scam that these niggas been using. Stay single, stay celibate, stay on your game. Protect your money. Don't let no fucking man move in with you. Don't get pregnant and don't get married. If you want to sleep around, sis. But you got to be careful with that. Because even a one-night stand, a dude will take your life from you, stalk you and everything. These men don't like us. They just using us.
Now, let me stop sharing my screen. I agree 100% of what Spiritual Whistleblower said. I mean, her whole perspective was right on point. And I would say, judging from my perspective, from a male's perspective, one reason why women tolerate dealing with men, some of the worst men they could find, men who do all they can to emotionally manipulate them, mentally manipulate them, physically manipulate them, abuse them, is due to how several women suffer from insecurity issues. You know, in other words, so many of them don't value themselves, don't have high confidence or self-esteem. Not only that, but so many modern day women, especially women within my race, look at having these type of men as a badge of honor, so to speak. Not only that, but so many women, so many black women especially, thrive off of some of the most toxic relationships and being in relationships with some of the most toxic guys they could find. And these women could be highly successful, highly educated women with careers making six figures, but will still, in some cases, settle for guys who are complete bums. Bums as in guys who may have to use their credit cards anytime he may be hungry, may want to go to the grocery store. Guys who may always be dependent on driving their cars and then dropping them off, like Spiritual Whistleblower said, to work in a woman's car just so he could be able to pick up a whole other woman, or in some cases multiple women, in her very own car that he's not contributing to. The same types of guys who, due to their extensive criminal record, because some of them, instead of them having an actual career, some of them are career criminals, they usually are the main types of guys who cannot find work, or if they are able to find work, they may be able to find work as a sanitation worker or at a restaurant, a fast food chain. But as in being able to find a work that requires some form of education, due to their extensive criminal background history, these guys are usually deprived of being able to advance in life. Therefore, due to their bad boy demeanor, these types of guys are always so confident that a woman who has her stuff together will be willing to take on being in a relationship with them, due to them having such a bad boy and toxic demeanor about themselves. Anyways, make sure to like, share, comment like always, and I'm out.